From dramatic recreations to awe-inspiring stories, today we're here to explore the best of historical movies that'll transport you to ancient civilizations, epic battles, and real-life sagas. So buckle up and let's dive into the top 10 historical epics to watch on Netflix now. Starting the countdown at number 10 is The Woman King.
We are the blade of freedom!
This Netflix movie has such depth, great main plot, and gripping subplots. The writing is impressive, the acting is top-notch, and it'll make you feel every character's struggle. The story revolves around a group of all-female warriors defending the African kingdom of Dahomey in the 1800s. Led by General Nansika, they train new recruits to battle against a foreign threat aiming to disrupt their way of life. I'm not sure how accurate the historical details in the film are, but I still enjoyed it. It gave a great glimpse into the culture of people from the past, showing lots of traditions and rituals that were really interesting to see. Coming in at number 9 is Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Not be afraid! God is with us!
The writing feels natural. The cinematography is stunning and dynamic. The score is captivating, and the sets, costumes, and props are all spot on. The story centers on Moses, a prince of Egypt, and his complicated relationship with Ramses, who is both the pharaoh and his adoptive brother. As Moses discovers his Hebrew roots and challenges Ramses about their people's mistreatment, tensions rise between them. Ramses, torn between his fondness for Moses and his responsibilities as a ruler, refuses to release the Hebrew slaves, sparking a confrontation. This disagreement sets off a chain of divine plagues that descend upon Egypt. Whether you view it as a religious film or a work of historical fiction, you'll find yourself thoroughly entertained by impressive visual effects, captivating plot, and fantastic music. Coming in at number 8 is Pompeii. While Pompeii cannot be compared to the others on this list, it is still a pretty enjoyable disaster action flick. I remember eagerly anticipating its release back in 2014, and I've watched it several times since then. The story follows Milo, a former slave-turned-gladiator who falls for Cassia, the daughter of a wealthy merchant in the ancient city of Pompeii. However, their budding romance takes a dangerous turn when Mount Vesuvius erupts, threatening to destroy everything in its path. As chaos ensues, Milo must fight to save Cassia and escape the devastation of Pompeii. Pompeii has everything for a good time. A solid plot, intense pace, inspiring moments, great action, excellent CGI, and unforgettable epic music that you'll want to download and keep. So, if you're into simply entertaining movies, Pompeii will give you an excellent ride. Coming in at number 7 is Vikings. Vikings is one of those shows that's always exciting and never boring. It has lots of action, drama, mystery, and more. But what really makes it stand out is how the characters grow and change. It sucks you into the world of Vikings and keeps you captive. The series follows the journey of Ragnar Lothbrok, a farmer who rises to become a renowned Viking leader. Through his conquests and alliances, Ragnar navigates the treacherous waters of the Viking Age, facing both internal conflicts and external threats. As he seeks to expand his influence and secure his legacy, Ragnar's decisions shape the fate of his people and the course of history in medieval Scandinavia. Coming in at number 6 is Macbeth.
This is the very painting of your fear.
From the breathtaking cinematography capturing perfect landscapes to the outstanding performances by the main actors, this cinema experience was truly unforgettable. The story revolves around a Scottish general who encounters 3 witches foretelling his destiny to become king. Encouraged by his ambitious wife, he embarks on a treacherous journey to seize power. Yet, as his ambition consumes him, he spirals into madness, facing betrayal and the haunting consequences of his actions. With his grip on reality slipping, he struggles against fate in a tragic battle for power and redemption. This film drives home a powerful and clear message. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolute. Coming in at number 5 is The King.
On me!
This movie was fantastic, with an amazing plot and an incredible performance by Timothée Chalamet. It was so good that I didn't even care about the historical inaccuracies. The story centers around Prince Hal, who unexpectedly ascends to the throne of England after his father's passing. Faced with challenges from within his court and from rival nations, he navigates the complexities of rulership while confronting betrayal and forging alliances. As war looms, he must make difficult decisions to safeguard his kingdom and secure his place as a formidable monarch. If you love old English history and well-spoken movies with brilliant actors, this is the movie for you. Coming in at number 4 is 10,000 BC. I wasn't expecting a masterpiece when I first watched 10,000 BC, but I got way more than I bargained for with the fantastic, extinct, realistic beasts. The story follows Traile, a young hunter on a dangerous journey to rescue his captured love, Evelyn. As he ventures through the treacherous lands, he encounters ancient beasts and civilizations, unearthing forgotten prophecies and facing his own destiny. With danger lurking at every turn, Traile must summon all his courage to confront unknown enemies and fulfill his mission. Despite the many negative reviews, I highly recommend this movie to anyone with an open mind who is willing to see it for what it's worth. Coming in at number 3 is The Other Boleyn Girl.
Tonight.
Try to please him, if you can.
The Other Boleyn Girl is a captivating film with outstanding performances by Natalie Portman and Scarlett Johansson, along with magnificent costumes, locations, and atmosphere. The story follows the Boleyn's family's plot to gain power by manipulating King Henry VIII's affections. Initially, Anne is chosen to seduce him, but Henry becomes enamored with her sister Mary instead. As Mary becomes pregnant, Anne competes for the king's attention, sparking a tumultuous power struggle with far-reaching consequences. Coming in at number 2 is 300. This was the greatest movie I've ever seen, and the special effects for a 2006 film were amazing. The bloodshed, violence, and battles where they go into slow motion were awesome. The story is centered around the defiant King Leonidas of Sparta, who refuses to submit to the demands of the Persian king Xerxes. With just 300 of his best warriors, Leonidas marches to Thermopylae, a crucial coastal pass, to face the massive Persian army. Despite being greatly outnumbered, the Spartans bravely hold their ground, repelling wave after wave of Persian attackers in an epic battle that becomes known as the Battle of Thermopylae, leaving a memorable mark on history. In the top spot at number 1 is Troy. Troy made over $497 million worldwide, making it the 60th highest grossing film at the time of its release. With critics praising the performances of Brad Pitt and Eric Bana, it's no surprise it received the nomination for Best Costume Design at the 77th Academy Awards and was the 8th highest grossing film of 2004. The story revolves around the abduction of Helen, Queen of Sparta, by Prince Paris of Troy, triggering a huge conflict between the two civilizations. With King Agamemnon leading the Greek forces and Achilles as their greatest warriors, the Greeks launch a massive invasion of Troy to reclaim Helen. Led by the noble Hector, the Trojans defend their city against the relentless Greek onslaught. As battles rage and alliances are tested, the fate of Troy hangs in the balance.